Antarctica. Today, it's a land of ice and snow, a place of incredible beauty but also harsh conditions. However, it wasn't always this way. Millions of years ago, Antarctica was much warmer. Imagine lush green forests and dinosaurs roaming free. This was Antarctica during the time of Gondwana. Gondwana was a supercontinent, a giant landmass made up of many of today's continents, including Antarctica. Antarctica was located in a much warmer part of the world then. Fossils of trees and animals found in Antarctica tell us this story of a very different past. Around 180 million years ago, Gondwana began to break apart. The continents, including Antarctica, started to drift slowly to their current positions. This process, called continental drift, took millions of years. As Antarctica moved southward, it became more isolated. The ocean currents around it changed. These currents circled the continent, trapping cold water around it. This isolation and the changing ocean currents had a dramatic effect on Antarctica's climate. Slowly, the lush forests disappeared. Temperatures dropped. Antarctica was on its way to becoming the icy continent we know today. Over millions of years, the climate in Antarctica changed dramatically. Temperatures plummeted and snow began to fall. This snow, year after year, didn't melt. It piled up layer upon layer, compacting into ice. Vast ice sheets formed, covering the land. These ice sheets, glaciers and ice shelves now hold the majority of the world's fresh water. The transformation was complete. Antarctica, once a green paradise, was now a frozen world. For centuries, the existence of a southern continent was just a theory. Maps showed a large unknown landmass, Terra Australis Incognita. But no one had seen it, let alone explored it. In the 18th century, explorers started venturing further south. Captain James Cook, a British explorer, circumnavigated Antarctica in the 1770s. He didn't actually see the continent itself, but his voyages proved that a large landmass existed in the south. Cook's voyages opened the door to further exploration. The race was on to be the first to set foot on this mysterious new world. Section 5. The Heroic Age, Racing to the Bottom of the World. The early 20th century marked the heroic age of Antarctic exploration. Explorers from around the world, driven by a thirst for discovery and national pride, embarked on daring expeditions. One of the most famous expeditions was led by Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen. In 1911, his team became the first to reach the South Pole, beating the British expedition led by Robert Falcon Scott by just a few weeks. These expeditions were fraught with danger. The explorers faced extreme cold, treacherous ice, and blinding blizzards. Their stories of courage and determination continue to inspire us today. Section 6. Setting up camp. Science takes root in the frozen desert. After the heroic age, the focus shifted from exploration to scientific research. Antarctica, with its unique environment, became a natural laboratory for studying a wide range of subjects. Countries began establishing permanent research stations on the continent. These stations provided scientists with a base of operations to conduct their research even during the harsh winters. Scientists studied everything from the atmosphere and climate to the unique wildlife and geology of the continent. Antarctica held many secrets, and scientists were eager to unlock them. Section 7. A global effort unlocking Antarctica's secrets together. In 1957, scientists from around the world came together for the International Geophysical Year, or IGY. This monumental event was a coordinated effort to advance our understanding of the Earth and its geophysical properties. This international collaboration marked a turning point in Antarctic research. For the first time, scientists from different nations worked side by side, sharing their knowledge and expertise. During the IGY, 12 countries established over 60 research stations in Antarctica. These stations became hubs of scientific activity, where researchers conducted groundbreaking studies on the continent's unique environment. They shared data and resources, working together to study the continent on an unprecedented scale. This spirit of collaboration fostered a sense of unity and common purpose among the scientific community. This spirit of cooperation led to the signing of the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. The treaty was a landmark agreement that set aside Antarctica as a scientific preserve. This treaty, signed by 12 nations initially, dedicated Antarctica to peaceful scientific research and banned military activity on the continent. It was a significant step towards ensuring that Antarctica remained a place for peaceful exploration and discovery. Today, over 50 nations have signed the treaty, making it a shining example of international collaboration. The legacy of the IGY and the Antarctic Treaty continues to inspire scientists and researchers from around the world to work together in the spirit of discovery and cooperation. Section 8. Life under the ice. Amazing discoveries in a harsh environment. Antarctica, the coldest, windiest and driest continent on Earth, is a place of stark beauty and extreme conditions. Yet beneath its icy surface lies a world teeming with life and mystery. Despite its harsh conditions, Antarctica is teeming with life. Emperor penguins with their adorable chicks huddle together to keep warm, while seals bask on the ice and flocks of birds soar over the frigid waters. These animals have developed remarkable adaptations to thrive in such an unforgiving environment. Scientists have discovered a surprising diversity of creatures that have adapted to survive in this extreme environment. Marine biologists and researchers work tirelessly, braving the cold to study these resilient species. Their efforts have unveiled a hidden world beneath the ice where life flourishes against all odds. Penguins, seals, whales, and a variety of birds thrive in the southern ocean surrounding Antarctica. These animals are not just surviving, they are thriving, each species playing a crucial role in the delicate Antarctic ecosystem. Whales breach near icebergs, seals glide through icy waters, and penguins waddle along the shores. These animals are uniquely adapted to survive the cold, relying on thick blubber, waterproof feathers, and other adaptations. Penguins have dense, waterproof feathers that keep them warm and dry, while seals rely on a thick layer of blubber to insulate against the freezing temperatures. Whales too have evolved to navigate and hunt in these icy waters. Underneath the ice, researchers have discovered a hidden world of life in lakes and oceans. Divers explore the frigid waters, uncovering ecosystems that have remained untouched for millennia. Subglacial lakes, isolated from the outside world, harbour unique forms of life that have adapted to the dark, cold conditions. Lake Vostok, a massive freshwater lake buried under miles of ice, was found to contain unique microbial life, isolated for millions of years. This discovery has opened new avenues of research as scientists analyse samples to understand how these microbes survive in such extreme conditions. These discoveries provide invaluable insights into the possibilities of life in extreme environments, both on Earth and potentially on other planets. By studying these resilient organisms, scientists hope to learn more about the potential for life beyond our planet, in places with similarly harsh conditions, such as the icy moons of Jupiter and Saturn. Section 9. On thin ice. Antarctica's future in a warming world. Today, Antarctica faces a new challenge: climate change. The once seemingly invincible ice sheets are now showing signs of vulnerability. The continent is warming at an alarming rate, causing ice shelves to collapse, glaciers to retreat, and vast expanses of ice to melt away. This melting ice contributes significantly to rising sea levels, which in turn leads to coastal erosion and threatens low-lying areas around the globe. Scientists are closely monitoring these changes and studying their impact on Antarctica's fragile ecosystem. They are using advanced technology to track ice movements and predict future changes. The melting ice is affecting wildlife, from penguins to krill, the tiny creatures that form the base of the Antarctic food chain. These changes disrupt the delicate balance of life in this remote region. Krill, in particular, are vital as they are a primary food source for many larger species. Their decline could have cascading effects throughout the ecosystem. The fate of Antarctica is closely linked to the fate of our planet. The changes here are a stark reminder of the broader impacts of climate change. Understanding and mitigating the effects of climate change on this icy continent is crucial for the well-being of our entire planet. Efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and protect this unique environment are more important than ever. Section 10. Guardians of the Ice, protecting a unique and fragile place. Antarctica, once a mystery, is now a symbol of international cooperation and scientific discovery. It's a place of breathtaking beauty and unparalleled scientific value. But it's also a place at risk. As we continue to learn about this incredible continent, we have a responsibility to protect it. Through international agreements like the Antarctic Treaty and ongoing research, we can ensure that Antarctica remains a pristine wilderness for generations to come. The future of Antarctica depends on our actions today. By working together, we can preserve this unique and fragile world for the benefit of all.